Hi again, everyone. It's G.I.Jolie again here at Border City Comics, and I really wanted to just pick your brain about one of these things that's been bothering me. My sister and a lot of my friends are really huge superhero genre like film fans, but they don't read comics. But they do want to read comics. The thing is, their problem is they don't know where to start, and they really can never get a straight answer from anybody when they walk into a comic book store as to where they should. Is there any light you could shed on that? Or is that something you hear frequently from people who walk into the store for the first time?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a reason why they don't get a straight answer, right? It's because it's hard to give a straight answer because of the history of, especially of Marvel and DC, right?
Say someone approached you, where do you tend to start?
You know, honestly, I'll ask them what their tastes are first of all, what they like, as opposed to what I'll recommend, because what they might like, I might not, and vice versa.
Tastes like genre?
Yeah, genre, exactly. And then I'll try to steer them towards like a self-contained story, like one of the classics. Whether if they say superheroes, it might be Dark Knight or Watchmen or something like that. I hardly ever steer them to the canon stuff because it's just so hard to find a starting point.
Canon? What do you mean by canon?
Canon in terms of like the ongoing storyline that's been going on for, in DC for 75 years and Marvel for, 50, 55 years now.
Okay, so as a person who, say, maybe they just saw Guardians of the Galaxy and they really, really are interested in just reading the Guardians of the Galaxy comic, based on what you told me, what's a good starting point for someone who's only interested in a minute kind of way? I
mean, you could probably start with the current Guardians of the Galaxy series. You'd have to try to hunt down like 25 issues or so, or you could find collections and stuff like that.
So by current Guardians of the Galaxy series, do you mean Guardians of the Galaxy or the other Guardians of the Galaxy? Because I think there's two series with the same name.
I think the current stuff is probably the closest to the movie, so that would be the one I would recommend, simply because it's probably the one that they're asking for. I would also, based on their taste, I would try to recommend something else entirely as well, and hopefully they would give that a shot as well.
You mentioned Marvel and DC earlier. You wouldn't steer anyone towards them, but have those two companies been, say, cooking up anything to address this?
Marvel's started a whole bunch of new stuff with a bunch of the Marvel Now relaunch stuff. And DC's got Convergence, and they're going to try to address a whole bunch of issues they've had in terms of they're going to try to be more diverse. They're going to cater to a bunch of different age groups now, a bunch of different styles. I think it's what probably they should have done when they launched New 52 to start, but they're trying to get it right now. So,
okay, excellent. Well, there you have it. If you want to get into comics and don't know how, just hop into one of your local comic shops and ask a retailer.